What happens in your head when you mess up? How hard a time do you give yourself? Hello, you're listening to Well Intel Daily. I'm Annie Hood. This is the podcast that explores big picture wellbeing themes and what they mean for you, your business and your life. So what would you do if your dearest friend called you in tears? They tell you a story of what an awful person they are because they said this or did that. Would you say, "You're right. I think you're the worst person I know. I remember that time a few years ago. Gosh, you were horrible then too." Of course you wouldn't. You'd change your voice. You'd use a soft tone and you'd say, "Hey, it's okay. It's all going to be okay. Come on. Take a breath." You might invite them to listen to you, telling them all the things you love about them. Or you might tell them a funny story to distract them. I bet you would nourish them however you could, whether with words or an arm around the shoulders. I remember in my second round of being in London, it was circa my late 20s, and there was a thing dubbed Annie Therapy. Now, there were no hashtags then, but I feel sure it would have had one if they'd been around. It was a bit of a 4-step formula, and this is how it went. Friend is upset, they call, they come over. In the meantime, I run a bath with some lovely relaxing oils. Friend arrives and heads for the bath. I prepare something lovely to eat. Friend comes down in a robe or some joggers or whatever they fancy, already feeling a little bit better. We eat, we chat, we put the world to rights. Friend heads off early to a lovely clean, never been slept in bed, you know the sort, and they sleep like a baby. And we can do that for ourselves, you and I, that little 4-step formula, a bath, great food, chat to a friend, clean bed, sleep early. But most important is if you don't feel like calling a friend, or maybe there's no one available, I invite you to talk to yourself and treat yourself like you would your dearest friend, with kindness and with love. Be tender and compassionate. Imagine what your bestie would say to you. Whoever you are, speak to yourself in the way you would to your dearest friend. Tomorrow marks the beginning of cameo appearances from the Well Intel Daily launch posse. You'll be hearing a wealth of perspectives and opinions on what well-being means to them and the value of well-being culture in business from their perspective. Please follow. It's your gift to me on Valentine's week. I don't want cards. I don't want anything dramatic. I just want you to hit follow. Stay well.